Battle of Todd's Tavern, 7th May 1864. Headquarters, Army of the Potomac, 7th May 1864, 8:45 a.m. Major General Sedgwick, I cannot understand the non-receipt of intelligence from your cavalry. Single horsemen are constantly arriving from the ford, signifying that the flank road is open, and ample time has elapsed for them to have taken the position assigned to them. Please send a staff officer to the cavalry and urge upon the commanding officer the importance of sending proper intelligence of their progress. Also, with your pickets, ascertain if you can anything of the position of the enemy. George G. Meade, Major General, Commanding. Headquarters, Army of the Potomac, 7th May, 1864, 11 a.m. Major General Sedgwick, Commanding 6th Corps. The commanding general directs that if there is a possibility of the enemy being on the plank road in front of the cavalry you've sent out, that you send a body of infantry to support the cavalry. You can await the return of Colonel McIntosh's cavalry to ascertain positively whether this information you've received is reliable. The commanding general considers that you could have ascertained whether the enemy were on the road through the two cavalry regiments you have under your command. By command of Major General Meade, Headquarters 6th Army Corps, 7th May 1864, 11:10 a.m. Brigadier General Williams, Assistant Adjutant General. I sent the general commanding all the reports I received from the commanding officer of the cavalry in front. I could not judge how reliable they were. My infantry was marching from 12 midnight till daylight. Since that time, they've been engaged in throwing up rifle pits. A brigade is now ready to go out and support the cavalry, if possible. My infantry pickets now reach from the Rapidan to General Warren's right. John Sedgwick, Major General. Headquarters 6th Army Corps, 7th May 1864, 10:15 a.m. General Humphreys. The colonel commanding the 22nd New York Cavalry reports that his skirmishers are now engaging the cavalry of the enemy about 1 mile from the Rapidan. John Sedgwick, Major General. Headquarters Cavalry Corps, Army of the Potomac, 7th May 1864. General Humphreys, Chief of Staff, Army of the Potomac. I have the honor to forward the following dispatch just received from General Custer's headquarters, from one of General Torbert's aides. Headquarters, Junction Furnace and Brock Roads, 7th May 1864, 12 m. General Custer has had a sharp fight on the left towards Todd's Tavern and drove the enemy handsomely. The general's position is close to this a little in advance of that of yesterday, at the same hour. Heaton's battery in same place. General Custer is anxious to know where General Gregg is. The firing has almost ceased for the present. All has gone well. The cavalry has engaged with Fitzhugh Lee's. There was a position of Southern rebel battery, probably 2 guns, in position at this side of Todd's Tavern. Communication is reported open with the infantry left. John J. Coppinger, Captain, 14th Infantry Aide-de-Camp. The 6th U.S. Cavalry sent to United States Ford and roads leading to our left and towards Fredericksburg from Ellie's Ford Road. Just returned. Found no enemy. General Gregg is now moving on Todd's Tavern, also Merritt, and will pitch into the enemy's cavalry at that place. Wilson will cover the train in front. P.H. Sheridan, Major General, Commanding. Headquarters, Cavalry Corps, Army of the Potomac, 7th May, 1864, 12:30 p.m. Major General Humphreys, Chief of Staff, Army of the Potomac. I have the honor to report that 2 brigades of the 1st Cavalry Division drove the enemy's cavalry from the furnaces down to Todd's Tavern, a distance of 4 miles, where they show a heavy force of cavalry. I have directed them to be attacked by the 1st and 2nd Divisions of cavalry and driven from Todd's Tavern. Will keep you posted. Respectfully, P.H. Sheridan, Major General, Commanding. Headquarters, Line of Battle. Near Lacey's, 7th May, 1864. 12:50 p.m. Received 1:20 p.m. General G.K. Warren. General, I have report from my regiment. The 1st Rifles and the 6th Regiment were sent out, the latter acting as flankers to the former. They met the enemy's line of skirmishers a short distance from this side of the open field, drove them in upon their supports, and finally into their works, developing the enemy's lines. The enemy opened with grape and canister, wounding an officer of the 6th Regiment. The enemy is reported as at work on entrenchments to the right and to be in considerable force. A number of the enemy is reported killed, our men having advanced on them. The rifle regiment had 25 men wounded, 2 mortally. Very respectfully, your obedient servant, S.W. Crawford, Brigadier General, Commanding Division. Headquarters, Armies of the United States, 7th May 1864, 2 p.m. Major General Burnside. General Sedgwick's corps will move immediately after dark. You will follow immediately upon his rear, taking the same road, stopping at the Piney Branch Church. These movements must be made with the greatest promptitude. Send your cavalry by the Brock Road, where it will be relieved by Meade, a part of whose forces go out on that road. The necessary orders will be given it by him. By command of Lieutenant General Grant, 7th May 1864, 2:30 p.m. Colonel Locke, Assistant Adjutant General, Commanding Officer of the 16th Michigan, on picket reports that the line is nearly at the open field and that the enemy has withdrawn one of the flank batteries. The skirmish line of the enemy is very heavy. Griffin, Brigadier General, Commanding Division. Headquarters, 5th Corps, 7th May 1864, 4 p.m. Brigadier General Griffin. A brigade of the 4th Division has been sent to relieve the heavy artillery brigade, which is wanted with reserve artillery. An officer of my staff has been sent to direct the change in person, and the command of the new brigade is authorized to receive your orders. By command, G.K. Warren, Major General. Headquarters, Cavalry Corps, 7th May 1864. Major General Humphreys, Chief of Staff. General, my headquarters I will establish tonight at or near Ulrich's. I am driving the enemy's cavalry at Todd's Tavern. P.H. Sheridan, Major General Commanding. Headquarters, Cavalry Corps, Army of the Potomac, 7th May, 1864, 6:15 p.m. Major General Humphreys, Chief of Staff. I have the honor to report that I attacked the rebel cavalry at Todd's Tavern this afternoon, and after a sharp and hotly contested action, drove them in confusion towards Spotsylvania Courthouse. Our cavalry behaved splendidly. I cannot estimate the casualties. 2 brigades of General Gregg's and 2 of General Torbert's were engaged. I am very respectfully P.H. Sheridan, Major General, Commanding. Headquarters, Cavalry Corps, Army of the Potomac, Todd's Tavern, 7th May, 1864, 8 p.m. Major General Humphreys, Chief of Staff. General, the cavalry made a very handsome fight here this afternoon. We found the whole rebel cavalry here, Hampton's and Fitzhugh Lee's divisions, and drove them on the Spotsylvania road about 3 miles. They were very handsomely repulsed and drove on the road to Beech Grove Church. They had constructed barricades and rifle pits, which we charged and captured. I had only 4 brigades engaged, Merritt's, Davies, Colonel Gregg's, and Colonel Devon's. They behaved splendidly. I captured prisoners from Lomax's, Wickham's, Rosser's, Young's, Gordon's, and Chamberlain's brigades, and killed Colonel Collins of the 15th Virginia Cavalry. I am very respectfully your obedient servant, P.H. Sheridan, Major General, Commanding. Thank you for watching our video. Please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave those in the comment section. We'll work on getting them out to you as soon as possible.